everyone. I pray you're doing well. I pray you're doing excellent. I just come to encourage somebody that may be going through the storm right now. Your situation might seem like you're buried under the ground. The situation might seem like you're in the fire, that you don't seem like you can come out of that fire. Your situation might look so hopeless right now, and basically you're beginning to forget about it and just forget it. I'm done with this. But I want to tell you something. For a breakthrough to occur, for a deliverance to occur, there has to be change. And change, most times, is very uncomfortable. When there's something new that wants to happen, many of us are uncomfortable. See, God allows certain things to happen because He's working out better things for us. See, the situation that you may be in right now may seem like there is no hope. There is no way, there is no light at the end of the tunnel. But I want to tell you that it's just a process right now. In order for fruits to be bared, the seed needs to be buried on the ground. The seed needs to germinate. It needs to go through things in order for it to bear good fruits. And right now your situation might just seem like it's buried on the ground and it needs to germinate. And that process of germination is very uncomfortable. I want to quickly remind you of the story of Lazarus. See, Lazarus died 4 days before Jesus showed up and he was resurrected. As a matter of fact, he was stinking. He was smelling. Martha actually said right now he will be stinking because it took 4 days. I want to remind you of the children of Israel when they were supposed to be delivered from the Egyptians. What happened? The Pharaoh told them, their leaders to ask their work to be increased. They were so uncomfortable. And so is your situation right now. But God still showed up for them. God will show up for you. I want to encourage you to understand that before you actually get that deliverance, the fire might be turned up 7 times. And it will be uncomfortable. It will be painful. See, I want to even remind you of the story of Jesus himself. Before he actually went through and resurrected and delivered us, he went through so much. He was pierced. Think about it. 9 inches nail going through someone's wrist or feet. Think about it, the cross that he had to carry. As a matter of fact, before he went through that, he knew he was in the garden. He cried to the point where his sweat was like droplets of blood. Uncomfortable. My brother, my sister, change is uncomfortable. But God says that those who wait upon him shall mount with wings like eagles. He says even though you go through the fire, you will not be consumed. Remember that gold, the beautiful gold that we all admire, it goes through fire for purification so that we can enjoy it. For your breakthrough and deliverance and for blessings to come through, we have to go through that fire. We have to go through that process so that when we come out, there is admiration, there is testimony, there is breakthroughs, there is deliverance for not only for yourself, but for other people that look up to you, for other people that will hear your story and they will follow God. I want to quickly remind you of Abraham. He was already 100 years old. It was hopeless. Sarah was hopeless. The Bible actually says that everything in her was already dead. See, God shows up for those things that are dead, and he resurrects them. Your situation is not hopeless. The condition is not hopeless. There is a light at the end of the tunnel because guess what? God is involved. He is a God of life and not of death. And so when he comes, he brings life. He brought life to the children of Israel. He brought life to Lazarus. He brought life to Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego that were thrown in the fire. As a matter of fact, Nebuchadnezzar said, turn up the fire 7 times. Harder. But our Lord still showed up. He showed up. He also showed up when Daniel was in the lion's den. It was hopeless. He was supposed to be eating. He was supposed to be dead. God showed up. Today I want to encourage you to wait on God, to hope on Him. He says He will never forsake you. He will never abandon you. The situation is not hopeless. There is that light at the end of the tunnel. There is still life that needs to resurrect from that seed that has been planted in the ground. There are fruits that needs to be bared. My brother, my sister, hold on God. No matter how difficult it is, no matter how hopeless the situation is, no matter how painful the change is, no matter how it is, hold on to His word. Hold God to His word. He says what? Test me and see what I will do. He is a God of impossibilities. He is the God of the last hour. To us is the last hour, but to God is the right hour. He is the God of the hopeless. He is the God of the people that wait upon Him, because they will mount with wings like eagles. They will run and they will not faint. He is that God. Don't give up on God. God has showed up for many people, as we can see in the Bible, and for many people as we can see in our generation. God will show up for you. Hold on to Him. Hold on to His word. Keep praying. Don't stop praying. Don't stop praying. Keep praying. Keep knocking. Keep asking. He will show up. As a matter of fact, He says all things work together for good for those who love Him. And if you love Him, you wait upon Him. My brother, my sister, be encouraged. Don't be discouraged. The appointed time is near. Be inspired. Be motivated. Wait upon our amazing God. He will show up. God bless you.